They didn't bother to ask his name. They just saw a young black teen in a hoodie strolling through the store and decided he didn't fit in. 7-year-old Jaden had just wrapped up track practice at his high school and swung by his mom's upscale boutique in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile to pick up a new jacket. His gym bag was slung over his shoulder, his sneakers scuffed from the track, and his forehead glistened with sweat. Not exactly the polished look of a typical high-end shopper. As Jaden pushed through the glass doors, 2 employees behind the counter, a white woman in her late 20s named Sarah and her co-worker, a guy named Ethan, exchanged a quick glance. Sarah leaned over and whispered, "Probably just here to mess around." Jaden didn't catch it. He moved through the store with purpose, heading straight for the outerwear section where the latest designs were displayed. But as he reached for a sleek leather jacket on the rack, a sharp voice cut through the air. "Excuse me. You can't just touch the merchandise," Sarah said, stepping in front of him with a tight smile. "This isn't a playground. If you're not buying, you need to leave." Jaden froze, his hand still hovering near the jacket. "I'm here to buy something," he said, his voice steady but confused. "I've been coming here forever." "My mom—" Sarah cut him off. "Look, we have a policy. No loitering. Let's go." She gestured toward the door, her tone final. A few customers nearby shifted uncomfortably, their eyes darting between Jaden and Sarah. Jaden's cheeks burned with embarrassment, but he wasn't about to make a scene. He adjusted his gym bag and started walking toward the exit, his head high despite the sting. Just as he reached the glass doors, they swung open, and in walked his mother, Ms. Carter, a poised black woman in her late 40s, dressed in a sharp blazer and heels, her presence commanding the room. She immediately clocked the tension in her son's posture. "Jaden, what's going on?" she asked, her voice calm but edged with concern. Jaden glanced back at Sarah, who was now fidgeting behind the counter. "Ask her," he said, nodding in Sarah's direction. Sarah straightened up, forcing a smile. "Just handling a disruptive customer, ma'am." "No big deal." Ms. Carter's eyes narrowed, her gaze locking onto Sarah like a laser. "Disruptive?" she repeated, her voice low and deliberate. "You mean my son, Jaden Carter? The same Jaden who's been coming to this store since he was in middle school? The same Jaden whose mother owns this boutique and designed every display you're standing in front of?" The store went silent, the weight of her words settling over everyone like a thick fog. Sarah's face drained of color, her mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. I didn't know," she stammered. "You didn't ask," Ms. Carter said, her tone slicing through the air. "You assumed. And you know what they say about assuming." She turned to Jaden, her expression softening. "Go pick out that jacket, baby. It's yours." Sarah's coworker Ethan tried to chime in, mumbling something about store policy, but Ms. Carter shut him down with a single raised hand. "You're lucky I don't clear out this whole staff today," she said. "But Sarah, you're done here." By the end of the day, Sarah was out of a job. Jaden walked out with his new jacket, but more importantly, he walked away with a lesson in resilience and the power of knowing your worth. They thought he didn't belong, but one day, he'll be the one calling the shots. If that twist hit you as hard as it hit Sarah, drop a like and follow for more stories that pack a punch. And here's a reminder, never judge a shopper by their sweats.